Hey, my name is Rafael and you're watching Rock and Roll Garage. And today we're going to talk about Stevie Miller Band and Eminem. Well, you found this video because you're probably a fan of Stevie Miller or of the rapper Eminem. Well, the rapper Eminem released a few days ago, last May 31, 2024, a song called Houdini. Now, Houdini, this track, it's the first single of his upcoming studio album called The Death of Slim Shady. For many people's surprise, especially for rock and roll fans who know Steve Miller, we realized that it's actually the sample of one of Steve Miller's hits called Abracadabra, released in 1982, featured on the album of the same name, released in 1982. Now, Houdini, it's obviously the title comes from that famous personality, Harry Houdini. He was a famous escapist, a famous illusionist, which was born in Budapest back in 1874 and passed away in 1926 in Detroit, Michigan. Now, the interesting thing about it is because it's really something no one could expect. I mean, a famous rapper sampling a Steve Miller track in 2024, and it is a big hit, let's say, because you already had a really big number of views on YouTube. And if you hear the Eminem track, you're gonna find a lot of similarity between the two songs. Obviously, it's not the same song, but the riff is there. The chorus is almost the same, but the rapper changed a little bit. And the interesting thing is that Steve Miller was quite happy with the result. He posted an official message on his social media congratulating Eminem for what he did to Steve's music. He thanked Eminem for from day one putting him apart from what he was doing, putting him in the process of the writing of the song. And he and Miller, in his message that I'm going to read to you, thanked Eminem for doing that, because there are many artists who steal parts of songs or sample the tracks, and they only admit that later. But Eminem, from day one, told Steve what he was doing and asked him to see everything, although he wasn't part of the track. You're going to see here a part of Miller's statement. He said, quote, "Hey, there's a long chain of stories, poetry, lyrics, and musical roots that have crossed cultures and generations, inspiring the whole world for hundreds of years. And in all those lines of thought, music, and rhythm, there are special artists who take it all in and create new original ideas from their own feelings and experiences. You are one of those timeless originators, building something new on a long musical legacy of original artists. For me, it's Les Paul, T-Bone Walker, Bill Doggett, Johnny Guitar Watson, Howlin' Wolf, Jimmy Reed, The Beatles, Chuck Berry, Willie Dixon, Lieber and Stoller, Cannonball Adderley, John Coltrane, and Miles Davis. I have always tried to credit, honor, and respect the major influences in my life, and to always credit, honor royalties. That's an important thing, right? and share knowledge of their work through my own work. I didn't know it would be this way when I was a kid trying to make a living playing music and making records. I only knew I had to respect the art that came before me and fight for it too, among all the crooks, thieves, and imposters. There are many artists who take the time or make the effort to stand up for themselves, and credit and respect the influencers at the same time. Marshall Mathers, you are an exception and on my short list of people who respect the art. To be included in your process feels good while I'm still singing and playing the music I love. I'm honored. Thank you. Now that's the incredible statement released by Steve Miller about the new Eminem single called Houdini, who samples one of Miller's famous tracks called Abracadabra, released 42 years ago. Now, the interesting thing, besides that, obviously Miller seems to be happy with the result, but obviously I believe with the royalties too, right? Because he sure do make a good amount of money with his catalog, and Abracadabra is certainly an important part of that, although he has more famous tracks. But certainly, the Eminem song will certainly give him more money with the royalties that will come from Eminem's track, but also from the resurgence of his track, because if people who have no idea, it is a song sampled. The Eminem song is sampled from Miller's hit. They will probably find that somehow. Someone will gonna tell them, or they're gonna find in the internet someday, and they're gonna look for the song to hear. So that's gonna help to drive people to Steve Miller's catalog too, and that's quite interesting. And you might, if you're a Steve Miller Band fan and you don't like rap or hip hop, you're probably gonna say, "Oh man, I don't like it in any way. I don't care." But it's really interesting the power of an artist like Eminem, because if you do a simple thing, I'm going here to the YouTube page of both songs, the official videos for the songs. Now, the track Abracadabra, which was the official video, was posted on YouTube 4 years ago, and it was in 2019 that it was posted, and it has more than 25 million viewers. More than 25 million people saw the music video during the past 5 years. And the Eminem song Houdini, who samples that track, was simply seen by 38, almost 39 million, as I'm recording the video now. Almost 39 million people saw the music video for it. And it was posted May 31. I'm recording this video on June 4. So in 5 years, Steve Miller's video had 25 million viewers. And I don't know if in the past few days that number increased because of Houdini, but in the past 5 days, Eminem had 38 million viewers. And that's, if my math is not wrong, that is almost, let's say it's almost 39 million. It's almost 14 million views more in only 5 days. It's just surreal. So that shows the power of a artist like Eminem, which is one of the most famous and influential and successful from his area, from his musical genre. And it shows how big an artist like him is. And you may say, oh, you know, it's crap, it's not my cup of tea, it's not my kind of music, and you may say, oh, that's not music, you know, he's taking a big part of someone else's music and making something new and etc. But man, you know, I'm not here, you know, defending him or saying it is good or not, but if you look back, I'm not saying that, you know, he did a great job on this track particularly, because when hearing the song, I can't really, you know, I can't hear without thinking it's Abracadabra, you know. But in the past, many great things were done. For example, Gangsta Paradise, the rapper Coolio took not really famous track from Stevie Wonder and made, you know, a real classic. And I personally believe that Gangsta Paradise, it's really much better than the Stevie Wonder's track. That's just my opinion. And there might be people who might think the Eminem track is way better than the Stevie Miller song. But all I'm saying is that Led Zeppelin did this 50 years ago when they took many part of lyrics and many other things from old blues artists who were not really well known for their audience at all. And there's an interesting documentary, if I'm not mistaken, that is called Everything's a Remix. And that's true, you know, you get influenced by other people and you try to come up with something new, whether it has parts, small parts or big parts of what other people did. And well, it's just something that I want to think about. And I hope you liked the video, and it's certainly a good discussion. And if you want to hear the both tracks, you can go to the link below in the article we wrote about this, and you can hear the new Eminem song Houdini and the original track Abracadabra by Steve Miller. Okay. I hope you liked the video, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and leave your comment. See you later.